Now we're going to show you some myofascial release for the calf muscles. So we've got Leanne set up here with the dense foam roller. And to start out, you can try using both legs. So yeah, we'll come up, good. And you want to create a rocking motion back and forth. Do you feel that?
A little bit.
Okay, so if you're not really feeling it, you want to isolate the muscle. So you can do that easily by taking one leg out of the equation. Perfect. You're coming up. And this is actually a lot easier position to maintain because you're going to have the leg supporting and it's going to take the stress off your shoulders as well as you do this. So can you feel that better now?
Yeah, because I can push down with my leg on it.
Great. Yeah, that's exactly what we want. And another thing you want to consider is, changing the angle of the foot. So you can roll the outside part of the calf, you can roll it inwards, getting more of the medial calf. Perfect. Yeah. Then you're going to look for that little tender spot, that restriction, and once you find it, you want to stay on it for about 20 seconds and just roll that back and forth and work it out. Great. What we found really effective as well is something that will isolate that even further is a softball. So we're going to use the softball now. I'm just going to place it underneath the calf here. Good. And we're going to focus on one calf. Great, and have Leanne roll back and forth. How does that feel now?
It feels really good.
Okay. And the advantage of the softball is, as you can see it right now, Leanne's creating these rotational movements. You can roll it back and forth, side to side, little circles. When you find a spot that you really want to work out, you get on there. You can do a little bit of trigger point work as well. Nice. And you can get quite a good depth of penetration with the softball. Feeling good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, great. And once again, you want to roll back and forth, finding those restrictions, spending about 20 seconds on the tender spots. And working, calf from outside, inside, just the whole area. Great exercise for releasing the calf.
Okay, now we're going to do some myofascial release of the calf muscle using a tiger tail. If you don't have a tiger tail, you can always use a wooden rolling pin, but just be a little careful how deep you actually get into the structure. So, obviously we're going to do this ourselves, but I'll start out with working on the end here. And what we're going to do is we're going to kind of work our way up, around behind, and really get up and down the calf here. Just kind of work up. How's that feeling?
Good.
Not too tight?
No.
And then you feel a little restriction. I'm starting to feel one about right there, kind of.
Yeah, I feel that.
And I kind of get in there, and I'll just go back and forth. Doing okay there?
Yeah.
Okay. So, as we work our way around here, you want to make sure you get to the outside of the calf, up and down, center of the calf, but also the inside. Kind of work our way up and down here. Good. So we're working the two calf muscles, the gastrocnemius and the soleus, and also on the inside of the shin, really tight to here. There's a muscle which is going to be really, really tender, the tibialis posterior. So we want to kind of get in there. Is that tender in there?
Yeah.
And really tender.
Very tender.
Okay. Why don't you give this a try?
Okay.
Up and down. Good. How much pressure are you putting on there?
Probably a little more pressure than you.
You're getting in there.
Yeah.
Didn't want to get in too tight. Good point though, that you need to get in there enough to actually make a change. And you actually can be fairly aggressive, but there should be no sharp pain when you're going through this. How's that feeling back there?
Yeah.
So you can work all the way down through, right into the Achilles tendon also. Good. Excellent. And the peroneals on the side. Really important to get those side muscles. Those have a lot to do with basically muscles that stabilize the foot. If you have a problem or restriction in that area, it's going to cause all sorts of problems with pronation and supination. Excellent. Great.